Deportations without due process has become a very big issue, as you know. And I'm referring to the Abrego Garcia case.
Yeah.
Where do you fall on that?
Look, I believe in the rule of law. That means we should enforce our immigration laws. And I will say I think it is a very strange thing that the Democrats have decided to go all in, to make their reelection platform to be we should have more illegal aliens and more illegal alien gang members. You look at this individual you mentioned who's been deported. Everyone concedes he's an illegal alien. He came here illegally. That means he has no entitlement to be in this country. Two different courts concluded that he was an MS-13 gang member, that he was affiliated with MS-13, which is a vicious gang. It's a gang that the federal government has determined is a terrorist organization. They rape and murder people. They engage in horrific acts of violence. And everyone also agrees that this illegal alien gang member was under an order of deportation. A court ordered him deported. Now, what happened? The Trump administration came and found him, apprehended him, and deported him. After that happened, the Trump administration realized that it had missed some paperwork, that a court decision had said he can be deported, but he should not be deported to El Salvador, which is the country he's from. He's from El Salvador. The Trump administration did not see that order until after the fact. And so they admit that was a mistake to send him to the country they were prohibited from sending him to. At this point, he is in El Salvador. And the Democrats have decided they're going to fly down to El Salvador and say, you know what America needs? More illegal immigrants and more MS-13 gang members. I got to tell you, when I hear from Texans, Texans are really happy that we finally have a president that is deporting illegal immigrants who are here, especially those who are gang members or violent criminals who have committed acts of violence. And it is one of the strangest political decisions I've ever seen when Chris Van Hollen, the Democrat from Maryland, goes down to El Salvador and has drinks with this MS-13 gang member who's got tattoos on his fingers that line up with MS-13. I got to say, you're not representing your constituents if you're fighting for more gang members in America.
And just on the broader issue, do you think that all of these people the gang members, alleged gang members who are being deported, should they have due process before they are sent out?
So, yes, but the question is what process is due. So the Supreme Court has said you can deport individuals, you can deport people who are here illegally. That they've said that the executive, the president, has enormous discretion to do so. And they said there should be some procedure that someone can challenge and say, hey, I shouldn't be subject to deportation. And so that's what the Supreme Court has ordered. The Trump administration has consistently followed Supreme Court orders. I expect that it will continue to do so. But understand, there was no process when they came here illegally. There was no process when Joe Biden and the Democrats let them go. You know, I got to say it was really striking that at the same time that Chris Van Hollen, the senator from Maryland, went down to El Salvador and was decided that this MS-13 gang member illegal alien was going to be the poster child of what Democrats stand for. At the very same time, Patty Marin is another Maryland resident. She, like this illegal immigrant, lived in Maryland. She's the mom of Rachel Marin. Rachel Marin was the beautiful mother of 5 who was raped and murdered by an illegal immigrant that Joe Biden and the Democrats released. He'd been in custody. They let him go, and he came and brutally raped and brutally murdered Rachel Marin. And you know what? The Democrats have nothing to say to Patty Marin, the mom of the woman murdered. At the State of the Union address, every Democrat refused to applaud for Alexis Nungary. Alexis Nungary is the mom of Jocelyn Nungary, the beautiful 12-year-old girl in Houston who was raped and murdered by 2 illegal aliens, gang members from Venezuela released by Joe Biden and the Democrats, who raped and murdered that little girl. And I got to say, it is a strange priority, not one I understand, for national Democrats to say, we're all in for the gang members, but for the American citizens who've been violently assaulted by illegals, they won't even say their name.